My name is Kirsten Martino, and I'm the Active Learning Specialist at Penrickton Center for Blind Children. So everyone learns a new skill the same way. These 4 stages are called the Dynamic Learning Circle.
The Dynamic Learning Circle has 4 stages. It starts out with the child just becoming aware of their surroundings, aware of their own body within those surroundings. I am Karen Barcy, and I am the dance therapist here at Penrickton Center for Blind Children.
In stage 1 of the Dynamic Learning Circle, individuals become aware of something in their environment. So it can be their motor or sensory experiences, other people or objects in the environment.
That their movements and activities can actually produce sound, and they can get feedback from their own movements.
Sometimes individuals with special needs do not become aware of the objects in their environment because they can't reach them. So sometimes we will bring the objects closer to the child in order to let them engage with them. One example of this is using a mobile to hang over a child. Another example is to use an activity belt or activity gloves. And something to keep in mind is to make sure to let the child decide when to move their body and when they would like to engage with an activity.
So stage 2 is the meat of the circle. That's where they learn about the different objects. They are going to manipulate it. They're going to check it out.
They are exploring, repeating, comparing all of their experiences, and they are making the connections in their brain to learn a new skill, and they will repeat until they have learned it.
They've got the object, and they're going to be manipulating it, and they're going to be checking it out, and they're going to move it, and they're going to learn everything they can from that object.
Sometimes the adults tend to, as we mean well, we will take an activity away to provide a new skill or a new activity, but sometimes these children with special needs require additional time to practice a skill. So some of our kids, we might provide that same activity for days, weeks, months, or even years to let them repeat that skill until they've mastered it. Stage 3 of the Dynamic Learning Circle is when a skill has been mastered to a point where it's become part of the child's personality.
They've already learned about that object, and they're mastering that skill.
So they no longer have to think about the skill, they just naturally know how to do it in their daily life. And when they have completed the learning, they are in stage 3, and they will be moving towards stage 4, which is ready for something new.
They're ready to do just a little bit more of a challenge.
When a child is ready for new challenges, it's important to keep in mind that you want to change the activity so slightly to where it's a new skill that the child is practicing, but it is still developmentally appropriate.
So we need to take the developmental level that they're at and try to tweak it up just a little bit so that they are challenged to try a new activity that's similar to what they've already learned.
And we will make sure that it is still developmentally appropriate to make sure that it's not going to cause frustration.
And it will start the circle all over again.